Hey, my name's Ian Flaherty. We've got a '04 Ford F350 Power Stroke diesel. Good truck. We use it to tow cars and shit. Blew a brake line, like all of them do. The old lines were right here. You can see, like right there, just rotted through. They all do it. Bear with me, it's like 1,000,000 degrees out here right now. So what we're gonna do is take some of this nice nickel copper super easy bend line and make some new brake lines. Super easy. We got our Master Pool super expensive brake line, AC line, trans line, tool. Spent a lot of money on it because I do a lot of brake lines. First things first, I cut the old line out that was left. As you see, the easiest way to do it is cut them, then you put a socket on the actual fitting. It's a lot easier to get off than with a line wrench, or you can use a line wrench, up to you. It's whatever you prefer. But now what you gotta do is get these stupid lines back out of the fitting, which is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, especially when you're not in your actual shop. So, put it in a vise, hit it with a hammer. Maybe not this one. It's good if you have a punch, like a metal punch. That's the best way to do it. That's what I do at work. But this is the side shop. Well, this thing's gonna be a bitch. They don't like to come out usually, but I like using the old fittings as opposed to new fittings because when they're old, the threads will actually go in nicely as opposed to a new fitting with fresh threads that aren't worn to the hole. Motherfucker. Well, this one's easy. This one just came right out. So, first things first, usually the inside's kind of fucked up, full of shit, you can see. I like to clean them out. I usually have a set of brushes I use, but what are you gonna do? I already measured about how much it is, so put the fitting on the line. Don't forget to put a fitting on the line before you flare it. I've done it probably like 100 times, it sucks. And you gotta take it off and recut it. Make sure you have a good cut at the end, nice and straight. You want to use a cutter. This one's already been cut because I used it last time. Take this guy, take your tool, if you have one of these, or if you have the traditional style. I mean, it's not that much different. Traditional style flaring tool. I just do so many that I bought this guy. So, have the fitting on. Find your correct die. These are 3/16 line. It's a smaller line. It's usually what most brake lines are, 3/16 or 1/4 inch, usually 1/4 inch for the master, to the master cylinder or your modules. So put your die in here, like thus, like thus. Slide this little doohickey over here to hold it in place, like thus. Stick your line through, like this. They say use a vise, but I've done so many of them that, like, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. Tighten it down, pull that off. First things first, so you want to use this guy, because this guy is what's going to give you your flare. This is an inverted flare. You got inverted flares, double flares, bubble flares, but these are inverted. That's what you always want to check too when you take a brake line off. See? Inverted. All right. So you put this die in, this guy, screw it up, all right, until it makes contact with the line. Close it, use the handle, pump it a couple times, it'll give you a nice base flare. Now if you were to do a bubble flare, it would be one step. This is gonna be 2 steps. All right, flare made, release the pressure, screw it down. Pull the die out. You can't really see it, but as you can see, you can't see shit. start to the flare. Now you take the cone fitting. Doesn't matter what kind you use, what kind of flaring tool. You're gonna have a die like this, and the cone is used for all of them. Put the cone in. The cone is what's gonna give you that nice spread flare. Put that in, but you don't want to go too much or it'll be too big and then you won't be able to get the line in. Screw it in, turn it down, pump it a couple times, give you a nice flare, not too much. Take it off, back it down.